This thing is not getting easier. Lane's at Ole Miss. You've got Texas and Oklahoma coming in. You have to figure something out quick, or this will go down as one of the most expensive hires that didn't work in college football history.
I think listen, Jimbo is smart. And I think he realized he didn't have many cards to play. And, we spent all of last year on Sunday morning, Matt, talking about, would they buy him out? And it's pretty obvious they did not want to buy him out. And I still don't think they do. And this gives them a chance to make it. And if you're it's a dangerous move, but I don't think Jimbo Fisher can worry about that. I say dangerous because it's easier to fire Jimbo Fisher now. That you have somebody who's able to take over. This isn't just some garden variety offensive coordinator. So, but I firmly believe A&M does not want to fire Jimbo Fisher. I think they want him there. And the people with whom I've spoken to that are part of that program say so far it's gone well. Now, that doesn't mean anything. That means
Nothing.
that Bobby Petrino's got his parking spot. He went through orientation with the HR people, which he probably needed, and beyond that, they had a pretty decent spring without any controversy.
Yeah, and here's what we know, especially, look, the SEC East for the past however long has been dominated by Georgia. Tennessee appears to be on the rise. Shane Beamer in South Carolina appears to be on the rise. Year 2 of Billy Napier, will that thing get going? The one thing you can't say is about the SEC West is that Alabama's been the class of college football for quite some time, but LSU got in there and won a national championship. Ole Miss now under Lane Kiffin's going to compete. Texas A&M has the resources to be at that level just based on recruiting rankings. And as they get into transition with the new offensive play caller, so too does Alabama, bringing in Tommy Rees, which, how do I put this? It was puzzling. Look, I think Tommy's a young football mind, quarterback at Notre Dame, did some things special there, but in comes Tommy Rees and Tyler Buckner. And I don't know where Alabama is now, because this seems so, you cover them better than anybody. Did I read this right? Did it seem bizarre?
It did. And I think the conundrum at Alabama is this, Matt. Enormous talent. They're still recruiting at a very elite level. But, and you can just kind of go on for the rest of the day after I say, but what happens now? And I think you have to have an honest conversation. For podcasts like this, unlike Sports Center or unlike what I do, you don't have to put the guest on, and he doesn't have to say, well, Nick Saban is the best. We all know that. We all know who Nick Saban is. The question is, where is he today? And I feel confident about Alabama this fall, but for all of those people who say, well, they only lost 2 games last year on the last play, they're not telling the truth. The real picture is they also won 2 games on the last play and won another game in the last 45 seconds. Mm-hmm. And it could have gone badly. It didn't. So Nick Saban escaped. He's brilliant at that. And now what happens? And I couldn't tell you about Tyler Buckner. I don't have enough data to give you an honest opinion. I know what he's good at. I know what he's bad at. Tommy Rees, same thing. I'll spare you what you already know. Puzzling is being charitable, Matt.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.